Hello viewers, welcome to module number 18 of your advanced data analytics course. In this module we shall be covering different data sources, both internal and external, and how to identify those sources and how to induct those data from those sources to your data warehouse or your data storage. It is very important to understand how to identify. We can understand that okay, there are different sources, but how we select, how we identify different data sources. So for the identification, first of all we need to understand the context of analytics, what we want to analyze, what we why we are doing analysis, and how this analysis will help a particular business or an organization. As we understand that there is always an objective for everything, so identification of data sources matters a lot. So we will understand step by step to identify the data sources, and a little bit of that we discussed in the earlier module, that internal and external. But then what are the bases? So bases are basically we classify different data sources with activity, because an analysis what we do is depend on the different functions, business functions. Suppose if you are doing sales analysis, then you need sales data, but sales data only is not enough. So what we need to do is that we have to identify some other data sources, like sale is primarily about 3-4 parameters, like what product you are selling, which what is the price, who is the customer, from where you are selling. So these are 4-5 main things, but then there are other aspects as well with regard to financial analysis, because financial analysis, they need to understand if this product is profitable, what is the cost of the product, what is the overall a particular product. When it is developed, it is not just what we see. There are a lot of processes, maybe it is manufacturing, maybe it is imported. So all these, there are various cost components which are behind the price what we see. At whatever price the item is sold, there are multiple components. So finance, they want to understand this. Then there is another area which is, suppose your customer care or customer services department. Every product, sometimes especially in case of electronics, mobile phones, computers, and even if you are just buying the services, so you get a lot of calls from your customers. So you have to understand that okay, if a product is under warranty, what is the fault, if there are so many faults or complaints about just one defect, it means that that product manufacturing was not done, or the designing was not done properly. So it means that these are the various classifications which we can do about analytics. And this is not just one, but as I mentioned earlier, and I will keep on sharing with you people, that for every analysis there are various maybe what we call it a 360-degree analysis of any business activity, any business operation which can be performed. So we have to understand all these areas, that just one thing is not enough. When we go further, we will understand the concepts of cubes which are used, which are designed and developed, data marts, reports, dashboards. So you will understand that how one set of data can produce various analytical views about any activity within the business. But then on the hindsight, all that data is prepared according to different classifications or different attributes or different functional areas, cross functional areas. So all that matters a lot. But this is not that easy. I mean, as I'm saying, it looks maybe very easy to you, but there are many challenges, inherited challenges, like quality of data, different data sources, timing at which data is produced, and the timings where the data is collected, when and where. And the data completeness is another challenge. Data at like if sometime data is available, like in term of the transactions, they are being performed on timely basis, like seconds. If you look at the ATM transactions, banking transactions, telecom transactions, all these transactions are performed in seconds, rather microseconds and milliseconds, right? And but when we analyze, then we have to consolidate this data, summarize this data, and some other aspects where we understand that how to standardize the data. So these are all the challenges which we are facing as part of our data preparation and data collection, and there are many, we will study something like ETL process, ELT process, data ingestion, and all these processes, they are supported by certain technologies are there, techniques are there, which we shall be using. You will be learning all those techniques and applying all those techniques to overcome these challenges. I mean, challenges are definitely there, depending upon, again, nature of the industry where you will be working, the type of the system, the type of the data, type of the analysis required. So all these things, they matter a lot. So we have to make sure that we understand all these challenges. So once you understand the challenge, you understand the inherited risk in the data collection and preparation, then you will be able to prepare yourself, design your system in such a way that you will be managing or mitigating or accepting all those challenges, as part of your system or the solution designing for the analytics. So then, as I mentioned, there are various techniques and methods, as I just briefly touched upon, like ETL, ELT, data ingestion. Then we can have data extracted through APIs directly from databases. So all these methods and techniques you will be learning step by step as part of this course. Thank you.